Welcome to Manila Updates TV. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Good evening. Tonight, breaking news from the South China Sea. Tensions are at a new high. Just hours ago, Philippine Air Force radar detected a mysterious high-speed aircraft skirting their airspace. Intelligence now confirms it was almost certainly a Chinese J-35 stealth fighter, launched from the carrier Fujian. The J-35's brief appearance was a calculated show of force. China is flexing its military reach, signaling a new era in the region. The J-35 is China's answer to America's best, fifth-generation, stealthy, and designed to intimidate. Its presence so close to the Philippines is a direct challenge, forcing urgent questions in Manila and Washington. How should the region respond to this new threat? This is more than a military maneuver, it's a statement of intent. China is asserting dominance over the South China Sea, with the J-35 as its spearhead. The fighter's stealth makes it nearly invisible to radar, able to slip into contested airspace undetected. For the Philippines, with limited air defenses, this is a nightmare scenario. The shadow of the dragon looms larger than ever, chilling regional security. The Philippine government has lodged a formal protest, but words may not be enough. The J-35's appearance forces a new reality. China can now project power to its neighbors' shores with unprecedented speed. This single flight has sent shockwaves through military headquarters. Defense strategies must be re-evaluated immediately. The question is no longer if China will challenge the order, but how and when. The world is watching, and the clock is ticking. The game has changed. The J-35's stealth is impressive, but its real test is endurance. Military analysts ask, how long can it actually fight over contested territory? The answer, maybe just 7 minutes. That's a shockingly short window for combat. A fighter is only as useful as its fuel and weapons last. The J-35, like many modern jets, burns fuel fast, especially at high speed. This limits how far it can go and how long it can stay in the fight. In 7 minutes, a J-35 could launch a quick strike, fire missiles, then retreat. It's a hit-and-run tactic, not air dominance. True control of the skies requires persistence, aircraft that can patrol, respond, and protect. A 7-minute fighter can't do that. It's a flash of lightning, not the steady light of day. This is China's central dilemma, a deadly sword, but with a short blade. For the Philippines, this is critical intelligence. Defending against a quick raid is different from a sustained campaign. Understanding the J-35's limits is key to counter-strategy. The challenge isn't just to detect the fighter, but to outlast it. The battle may go to the side that can simply stay in the fight longer. Endurance, not just stealth, will decide who controls the skies. The 7-minute question changes everything. China's ambition is clear: become a global naval power. The new carrier Fujian is a leap forward, equipped with advanced catapults to launch the J-35. The J-35 is China's first fifth-generation stealth fighter for carrier operations, joining an exclusive club with America's F-35C. Its stealth and sensors are designed to find and destroy targets, giving China's fleet a true offensive punch. Older jets like the J-15 were easy to spot. The J-35 changes the equation. It's meant to operate in contested airspace, hunting warships, striking land targets, and fighting other aircraft. This marks China's shift from a coastal navy to a blue water force. But building a fighter is just the start. Integrating it into a carrier air wing is a complex, years-long process. Pilots must master takeoffs and landings at sea. Crews must maintain a complex machine in tight quarters. China is racing to build this expertise. The J-35 is the centerpiece of this effort, a symbol of China's dream to rule the waves. But technology alone isn't enough. True power comes from experience, training, and seamless operations. The J-35's debut is impressive, but the real test is yet to come. Can China turn this symbol into sustained combat power? The world is watching. The stakes have never been higher. Military power isn't just about flashy jets and air shows. The J-35's stealth and tech create an aura of invincibility, but real strength is measured in sustained performance. Wars are won by fleets that can fly, fight, and return, day after day. This requires logistics, maintenance, and trained crews. A single advanced fighter is impressive. A reliable, well-supported fleet wins wars. The gritty reality is about endurance and resilience, not hype. Sortie rate, the number of flights per day, matters more than specs. High sortie rates need efficient maintenance, spare parts, and rapid refueling. If a fighter is too complex or unreliable, it spends more time grounded than fighting. The J-35's true test is not its stealth, but its ability to perform consistently. How reliable are its engines? How easy is it to service at sea? These questions determine real combat effectiveness. Reputation is built on hype. Victory is built on reliability. The gap between perception and reality can decide wars. In the end, only sustained performance counts. At the heart of any fighter jet is its engine. For the J-35, the engine is both a strength and a weakness. China has struggled to match US or Russian engine technology. The J-35's engines, likely the WS-13 or a variant, face challenges, especially with fuel efficiency. Less efficient engines mean shorter range and endurance. Every mission starts with a smaller fuel tank. Reliability is another concern. Complex engines need to be durable and easy to maintain, especially at sea. If the J-35's engines require frequent checks or repairs, its availability drops. This lowers the carrier's overall combat power. China's engineers are working hard, but mastering this tech takes time. Engine limitations directly fuel the 7-minute problem. The J-35 can't stray far from its carrier without risking running out of fuel. Commanders must choose risk the carrier or accept limited impact from their premier fighter. Stealth is a game-changer in air combat. Like an invisibility cloak, the J-35 can slip past defenses and strike first, creating shock and confusion. But stealth's value fades quickly. After the first strike, the enemy is alert. The fight becomes about presence. Who can stay in the combat zone longer? Endurance becomes the deciding factor. Fighters with long endurance can patrol, protect, and respond. A stealth jet with only 7 minutes of combat time can't control the airspace. It's a raider, not an occupier. Air dominance goes to those who can stay, not just those who can strike. Think of it like boxing. A strong opening punch is great, but stamina wins the match. The J-35's stealth is a powerful opener, but limited endurance is a critical flaw. Lasting power, not just striking power, determines victory. In the skies, it's not about who arrives first, it's about who stays last. Endurance is the true measure of air power. The J-35's challenge is to turn stealth into staying power. An aircraft carrier is the heart of a vast support system. The US has perfected this with cruisers, destroyers, submarines, and, crucially, support ships and tankers. Aerial refueling is a force multiplier, letting fighters stay in the fight for hours. The US Navy's tankers, like the MQ-25 drone, extend combat time dramatically. China is racing to catch up, but its support system is still immature. There's no dedicated carrier-based tanker yet. Using fighters for refueling is inefficient and takes them out of combat. China also lacks the global logistics network the US enjoys. Without effective aerial refueling, the J-35's short range is a bigger problem. The Fujian must operate closer to threats, increasing risk. The US Navy's refueling capability gives it unmatched flexibility and staying power. A carrier's strength is not just its fighters, but the entire system behind them. Until China closes this support gap, its carriers remain vulnerable. Endurance at sea is a team effort. For the Philippines, the J-35's arrival is a wake-up call. The threat is real and immediate, but knowing the J-35's 7-minute limit changes the game. The Philippines doesn't need to match China plane for plane. Instead, it can focus on survivability and endurance, making incursions costly and brief. This means investing in better radars, mobile units, and asymmetric tactics. Advanced surface-to-air missiles and dispersed air assets make the airspace dangerous for intruders. Training pilots to survive and extend the fight shifts the advantage. If a Philippine fighter can evade for a few minutes, the J-35's fuel becomes the enemy. Alliances matter more than ever. The US Mutual Defense Treaty is critical. Joint training, intelligence sharing, and US carrier presence provide a powerful deterrent. The future of Philippine defense isn't about mirroring China's power. It's about building a smart, resilient defense that exploits enemy weaknesses. Outlasting the J-35 is the new goal. In this new calculus, endurance is everything. In geopolitics, perception shapes reality. The J-35 is a tool of psychological warfare. Its image projects unstoppable power. Beijing wants neighbors to feel vulnerable, alliances to doubt, and headlines to favor China. But the reality is more complex. The J-35's short endurance reveals a critical weakness. Relying on perception can lead to miscalculation, on both sides. Clear-eyed analysis is essential. The Philippines and its allies must see past the hype, understand real capabilities, and communicate their own strength. Highlighting the endurance gap counters the myth of Chinese invincibility. The J-35 is a threat, but a manageable one. The South China Sea standoff is a contest of wills as much as weapons. Control goes to those who can hold their ground, not just make a dramatic entrance. Every minute in the air is a minute of control. In this contest, time favors those who endure.